Okay. After that heavy blizzard we had, those days of snow, we had about 3 straight warm days in a row. It looks like all the remnants of that blizzard is gone. Not in my house. If you look way down there, right there, there's still a patch of snow right there. Huh.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule cause you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Goes beyond political violence. This is religious violence, first and foremost. And second of all, what we need to understand is we voted in a Muslim mayor to New York City 2 months ago, and we've had the first Muslim terrorist attack on white Christians outside the mayor's home. People need to understand there's a correlation here. These things are connected. We are not safe in New York with Zoran Mandami, the Muslim, as our mayor. He is, by his very ability to be there, he is basically sponsoring and influencing and telling these people, go out and declare jihad. By not condemning it, he's basically saying more jihads against Christians like Jake Lang.
All right, you're officially watching the MC Too Tall show. I, of course, am your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall, and I'm not into the weird stuff. As a matter of fact, I despise it. All right, what you just now saw was Nick Shirley interviewing Jake Lang. Jake Lang is a patriot. He did hard time for the unjust incarceration as a result of the January 6, 2021 protests. And he shows up to counter protests when people protest against normality and morality. He shows up to counter protest. And his style of counter protest may be somewhat unorthodox, but it's still uncivilized, uncouth, barbaric, and outright terrorism to throw explosives at him for it. But these two men of Ballad and Kayumi, I believe their names are pronounced, they threw bombs at Jake Lang. And Jake Lang was innocently protesting, perhaps a little bit antagonistic, but nowhere near as bad as Don Lemon and his brood in Minneapolis a while back. But you don't see anybody bombing Don Lemon. I mean, and I wouldn't condone an act like that. You don't go bombing people like that. Unless, of course, they are heads of rogue nations that need to be stopped. But you deal with your trailer trash accordingly. you call animal control on them, and you have them arrested for keeping feral cats in heat, imprisoned. That's what you do. These people that claim to be animal lovers, and then they don't do the humane thing for their animals. And you know, you could call yourself a cat mom, but you have to truly, truly love your cats, or a cat dad. And but you have to truly, truly love your cats. They can't be possessions. You have to treat them like actual family members, like creatures sent by God to love and cherish. But I'm getting away from the main focus of the story, which is Jake Lang. They're throwing bombs at Jake Lang now. And Jake Lang's voice needs to be heard. I like and admire Jake Lang. And you heard those words from me. Okay? And I haven't found anything condemnable about Jake Lang. As I said, his style of counter protest is a little bit unorthodox, but this is America, baby. This is not Moscow. It's not Beijing. This is America. And if you want people's right to a peaceful protest to be curbed and curtailed, then you better take that over to Moscow or Beijing. I'm sure Putin and Xi would just love you for it. And they would honor your every request. Go ahead, go. Anyway, I truly believe that Jake Lang has the right to protest. And I wish I could have been there to meet and congratulate Mr. Lang and shake his hand. Because I think it's a noble thing that he's doing. To be sweating in a jail cell for as long as he has. And he would have still been there if not for the pardon. And then after that ordeal, still going out and exercising his First Amendment rights. Your rights are like muscles when you work out in a gym. You have to work out in the gym to maintain those muscles. Not just to improve on them and get them bigger and stronger. To even maintain them, you have to work out. It's like education. You have to keep reading up on stuff. Not only to improve the mind, but to maintain your sharpness. Faith, same thing. Reading up on scripture. Doing your periodic visits to Mass. Ideally, once or even twice a week. But if you can't, don't go years on end without it. That's no good. Same thing with your rights. If you're not out there speaking and exercising your First Amendment rights, they're going to be like, well, these people haven't spoken up on this issue in a while, so we might as well, take away this right from them. Second Amendment. We keep allowing these leftists who despise your right to keep and bear arms to put these draconian laws into effect that restrict your rights to keep and bear arms. What type of gun? How much ammunition? how much in one clip. That sort of thing. Next, they'll be telling you you can't love a cat. Next, they'll be trying to regulate how to hug a cat. My cats do not like the left. There is no such thing as a liberal cat. And I have proven that time and time again. I've had cats that hate Adam Schiff. I got cats that despise Joe Biden. I got cats with no respect for Jasmine Crockett, AOC, or Kamala Harris. But the left, man, they are against freedom. They're all about control. If they can't shackle you, they'll try the mental slavery game. They'll try to make you subject to Stockholm Syndrome. And you have this mayor that victim blames. He has done the classic victim blaming. He doesn't point out that these culprits are Muslim, but he will condemn Jake Lang and falsely call him a white supremacist. Jake Lang is no more of a white supremacist than me. Just like I say, Donald Trump is no more of a rapist than me. The way I see it, us over here on the side of the righteous, we are just a bunch of normal human beings that don't like weird things. We don't like weird things. We don't hang out with weirdos because them passers-by might point us out, call us the weirdos, whisper behind our backs, and tell each other not to hang out with us or treat us in a dignified manner when they see us. Because, weirdos are a little bit too weird to be treated with a dignified manner. I mean, I'm not saying to physically abuse people like that, but, you don't have to be too careful with your language around people like that, because they already set themselves up for ridicule. And, Mayor Mamdani, this jackass of a mayor, so many levels of hell, man. He fails the blizzard test, and now he's victim blaming. And what was on his resume before becoming mayor? A short stint as a do-nothing assemblyman and a falafel truck dwelling, overall wearing rapper that makes weird rap videos with his eyes rolled back into his head. Produced by his mother. New York's gotta change. Sweeping changes have to come, and they gotta come very soon. So on to the I Say Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, and don't be gross. Stay strong, keep kicking that slag. It's your boy in the building, MC Too Tall. Don't be gross.